What up, everyone? This is your one and only, your favorite Asian nerd, Lurd. Welcome back to another of my toy show review, and it's gonna be Star Wars. And I just recently came back from my trip. Yes, I was gone. I just recently came back today. Today's Monday, everyone. Let's just say I was gone for 3.5 days at Sacramento. I don't know if I mentioned this to you from last few reviewers. I will be out of town, going to Sacramento to a toy convention known as Sac Toy Con. And yeah, I'm just gonna say this one time, this is the first time, one time I will break my own rules about limits on spending. So yeah, I decided for this year, I completely spoiled myself. So yeah, for my Star Wars toy show review, I'll be reviewing the Power of the Force, Tusken Raider with the Bantha, or is it called it's a Bantha and Tusken Raider. And yeah, this is a big box, so I'm not sure how big it is for the Bantha to do a review close up, if not to reveal my face. Excuse me. But it might be a short one, so there's an info in the back of the box saying about the Bantha and the Tusken Raider, saying, an immense shaggy beast, the Bantha lumbers across the barren Tatooine landscape. Suddenly, the peaceful image is destroyed as its master, a vicious Tusken Raider, erupts in a violent ambush on fun boy Luke Skywalker. Known throughout the galaxy, Banthas are magnificent creatures that stand over 4 meters tall. The peace-loving herbivores are able to survive for weeks without food or water, making them the perfect pack animal for Tatooine's infamous sand people. They also serve as beasts of burden for the planet's moisture farmers and are raised in some parts of the galaxy for food and clothing. And pretty much it's confusing with the height for the animal, but homeworld is Tatooine, of course, and characteristics. Large, unintelligent pack beast, though usually peaceful, it can be dangerous when frightened. That is the truth, yeah. And there is more on the back of this toy figure. And there is a pack for Luke and I think it's called a Wampa, that Yeti look-alike thing. And I do have the Rancor and Luke Skywalker, which I decided not to, I was debating to bring it with me to do another live, but maybe another time because I need my rest. Anyway, enough said. I'm going to open him up, right? I'll be right there. And to start with, sorry, I have a little Bantha hair on my vest. Okay, anyway, yeah, to start with I'll start with the Tusken Raider, or Sand People. Normally we did not know if they were called Tuskens or when the name Tusken started. But this is my first time to have an actual Tusken Raider. I always debate on getting the Power of the Force Tusken Raider, but I never got my chance to do so. But then after seeing the Bantha and the Tusken Raider at the convention, I bought him. He was very pricey, along with the Rancor. But this is the details right here. Not all sand people are evil. Pretty much, they're just doing to protect their home and their territory. So they're like neutral, but they don't work for the bounty like Boba Fett or any other bounty hunters. They are peaceful living, but very territorial of their home. Articulation for the Tusken Raider, head is on a swivel, very strong swivel. On 360, no shoulder bend, no elbow bend, no hand swivel. Does have a waist swivel, but has a limit due to because my guessing is because the nice fabric skirt he has, and is different. They really, I guess, further power the force waveline. They probably not to less down the body proportion from superhero superhero form to actual normal person's body form. And let's see, so up in the skirt, so it's a weird position. He's in this permanent position, but anyway, leg goes forward and back, has a like a knee swivel or hip swivel, one of the two, knee bend, no ankle tilt, no Jean-Claude Van Damme split. And he comes with a gaffy stick, Tusken Raider's signature weapons of choice. And they do shoot rifles, of course. But he does stand very, very good. And here he is standing next to one of my favorite Boba Fett figures, the Tusken Boba Fett. But they're about the same height. That's a good part. Anyway, that's it for the Tusken Raider. Now moving to the Bantha. And here he or she is, the Bantha. And I think this is when Kenner, not yet Hasbro, created the Banthas. I believe Kenner did not make the Bantha in the old retro Star Wars figures line, but I believe Kenner, since they did the Power of the Force, created the Bantha for the Power of the Force line. It's so very nice. This is what he looks like. I don't know where's his eye at, but I think he does have eyes. It's always covered. And the harness, it's clippable. You just have to find the right clip to tighten it. Pretty much when I came out of the box, there was a lot of stuff I had to take it out. But it's a good thing. Articulation for the Bantha. There's the horns. The Bantha's horn doesn't really move, but there's little movements on this one. There is movements. There are movements on the front leg, a little, due to posing. But I will worry. I do not want to make him move, because I do not want to ruin the fur of the Bantha. Any movements on the back? Yes, he does. First time to have a Bantha that has movements. Sweet. No movement on the tail, but there's a swivel on the tail. And size comparison comes with here it is with the Tusken Raider. And comes with Tusken, and here it is with Tusken Boba Fett. And how does he look? How does it look like with the Tusken Raider to ride with the Bantha? Well, I'll show you. And this is how it looks like with the Tusken Raider riding the Bantha. I thought this was hard, but it's not that hard. But it has certain limits how to make the Tusken Raider ride on the Bantha. It's pretty much have him sit in a weird way. But you're not here for the Tusken Raider riding on the Bantha. You want to see Boba Fett ride on the Bantha, like in the show The Book of Boba Fett. Well, you get to see it. And here it is with Boba Fett riding on the Bantha. And you know what? This looks like, the vintage collection, Hasbro is creating the vintage collection Tusken Raider with the Bantha. Oh man. Where was I? Sorry, I had to pause it because someone wants to say hi to me, but in respect, I don't think it's I don't know if it's comfortable for someone to hear the voice in my voice. I was just being respectful. That's the best word I'm gonna say. Where were we? Oh yes. Here's Boba Fett with the Bantha, and do you know what? This is like a perfect. I mean, this he fits well with this Bantha, And I know Hasbro is creating the Power of the Force Bantha. No, wait. Hasbro is making the Vintage Collection Bantha, but would it be the same Bantha from the Power of the Force line, or is it going to be a complete different mold with the Tusken Raider? That's the question. How many Banthas do I want to buy? Well, I think in Power of the Force wise, I think I'll just get maybe 2 or 3 of Power of the Force, because there's not any other Banthas that were made like from the 30th anniversary Saga collection or the Legacy collection. So maybe I'll get 2 more Banthas from the Power of the Force line, and then I'll get the other 3 Banthas on the Vintage collection line. Anyway, this was a very short review for the Tusken Raider and the Bantha. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and yeah, I look snappy today. I just got back from my trip. Anyway, this concludes the review of the Bantha and the Tusken Raider. Till next time, everyone, may the Force be with you. And I knew I completely forgot. I always keep forgetting one thing, or a few things. It's the diorama of Tatooine. So here it is, the diorama of Tatooine. I didn't feel like just put the actual Tusken Raider on top of the Bantha, so I just kept it the same position with Boba Fett on the Bantha and Tusken Raider walking on the ground or standing on the ground. So yeah, here it is with the diorama of Tatooine, or whatever place in Tatooine there, or the Bantha is taking the Tusken Raider or Boba Fett to. Okay, it's official. That concludes the review of the Bantha and the Tusken Raider. And since May the 4th is near, may the 4th be with you.